Hello, friends. It's Zita coming to you from Vancouver, Washington. I'm here at Bagley Downs Community Park. It is starting to rain. It's overcast and kind of windy and chilly. I didn't bring my umbrella because of the wind. It usually goes inside out. So I'm sitting here in the baseball pit because it's covered. So it'll be a quick video blog today. I hope you're doing well. Things are happening, really exciting. The reopening of America. I found out we are in phase 1 here in Washington. Governor Jay Inslee had a press conference and says we are due to go into phase 2 on June 1st. However, there are no guarantees. The interesting thing is when restaurants start opening up, they are required to keep a log of their customers. They have to write down who comes into their restaurant. And it is optional, but customers are asked to give their name and contact information. So I don't know how it's going to be obligatory for the restaurants, but optional for the customers. We'll see how that works. I think it's to protect our privacy. But be prepared when you go into a restaurant for them to ask for your name, rank, and serial number. I mean your name, email address, and phone number. That's kind of weird. And they'll have proper spacing. And there was a restaurant, I think I told you yesterday in Virginia, that's putting mannequins at every other table so people don't sit there. I found that was humorous. There's also some more humorous news today. Have you heard of the trikini? It's a bikini with a matching face mask. It's actually kind of cool. It cracked me up, but someone's brilliant out there to make a lot of money. And then I learned a new word, maskne. It's when you get acne from wearing your mask. And with all the talks about mask and to mask and not to mask and the required mask, people need to know not to wear their mask all the time. That is bad. You can't breathe if you're constantly wearing your mask. It's only when you're in public and can't social distance more than 6 feet. If you're going to be closer than 6 feet to people and you can't practice proper social distancing, wear your mask. Actually, probably anytime you're indoors around other people. When you're outside, you don't need a mask unless you're at a gathering like a Saturday market, a seafood market, a fresh food market, or something like that. And that, again, if you're closer than 6 feet to people, then you should wear a mask. But not constantly, not when you get in your car, and definitely not when you're running. I've heard of people passing out. I think there was someone that died. So, yeah. So the masks, they're not ideal, but it's just to, bond us together against the virus and to prevent more spread and to not stigmatize, one lone person wearing a mask. I think wearing a cloth mask or a bandana when you're around other people, it makes sense. And most of your food workers and retail workers are going to be wearing them too. So, and I'm going to be wearing gloves too, especially when you get on TriMet bus in Portland, they're requiring face covering. So I have no problem with that. But be sensible, people. But I like the trikini. Not that I would be caught dead in a bikini at my age, but I think that's cool to have a matching bikini and face mask. Anyway, my allergies are bothering me today. I'm sniffling and snorting, but I feel okay otherwise. There are more cases today. Globally of the coronavirus is 4,677,200 cases. Deaths, 310,436 deaths. In the United States, 1,493,515 cases, 88,930 deaths. I think we will hit at least 100,000 deaths in the United States, like President Trump was saying recently. Washington, 18,779 cases, 1,005 deaths, so it's gone up a little bit. Oregon is kind of holding steady, 3,541 cases, 137 deaths. My psalm today is Psalm 105. It's another praise psalm. It's beautiful if you want to read it. And it talks about a lot of the plagues too, so hopefully we don't get frogs running from the sky next. On that note, I hope that you and yours are blessed and you're surviving. 53 days I've been isolated, just coming to this park mostly. I go to the store these days about once a week, and I wear my face mask and gloves. And sometimes I see my mom. Actually, I'm going to go walking in this park with my mom tomorrow. I'm really excited. She's wanting to get more exercise, so she's going to help me walk the dog tomorrow. But I'm sure that when she comes to visit, we make sure that she washes her hands really good before she goes back and sees my dad, and she doesn't go anywhere else either. So I think we're going to survive. Like I said, I'm happy teaching piano from home for now. I think in the fall I'll be ready to go back to the music center. I think I might also try for a little church job too. I've been working on my skills. Got my bird watching identification sheet. Looks like the rain has stopped, so I'm going to talk a little bit more. I'm getting into bird watching. I've heard so many birds at this park, especially since there's hardly anybody here anymore. And so the wildlife is coming out. My mom saw a cougar at her place. Wow. And yeah, I just saw some Canadian geese flying. They were flying south. So does that mean it's going to get colder? I'm not sure. But right now I just hear a lot and lots of birds. And so I got some flashcards to identify them, and I'm just waiting for my binoculars. And what else? That's it. I'm just teaching. I'm doing a lot of tutorial videos for my piano students. This is something I didn't really do much before, but it's kind of difficult to teach through a tablet, like on Skype or Zoom, because I can't always see their hands very well. And I've got bad eyesight anyway. And even if I do have their music, which I don't have all their music printed, a lot of times it's on the computer. My computer's slow, so it's awkward. So we always have a lesson. We do some visiting. They play for me, go through their scales, do some theory. And then whatever piece they're working on, I usually do some kind of video tutorial for them or some kind of explanation of scales or chords. And just showing my hands. And that seems to be really, really useful for my students. They seem to really like it, and they're all thriving very well. Very proud of my students. And I'm trying to do a little bit more practice. I'm actually working on my voice. I'm taking a vocal class. And yeah, I think that's it. I still want to get better intense workouts. I've been coming every day. I come to the park every day. I walk the dog, and sometimes I hoop. And I wanted to do like more of a run in the afternoon, but my allergies popped up and it's kind of cold. Wine. And believe it or not, I'm really busy. I can't believe how fast the days go by. I do babysit my 2-year-old granddaughter, which she's the joy of my life, but takes a lot of my energy and time. But it's amazing that I had time to do anything before. How did I ever get things done? But still, more intense exercise is on my list. My eating is going really well. I lost 3 more pounds. And I'm going to post some pictures of my Mediterranean food. I'm making gluten-free pita bread and tabbouleh and homemade hummus. I made some baba ganoush that didn't work out so well because I don't think the eggplant was very fresh. Blech. I'm going to try that again. I'm making zhoug, which is a wonderful Middle Eastern hot sauce with jalapenos and cilantro, cumin, and parsley. That's really good. My daughter eats that with a spoon. What else? And then I always have feta cheese and some good Kalamata olives. So I'm just really doing the Middle Eastern diet, trying to keep my window of eating like between 10 and 3, or 10 and 4. Usually at 3 I have popcorn. But even so, I've lost weight because I was just suffering after my window of eating closed. And I think that's stressful to the body. And I wasn't drinking enough water. And so I decided, I looked at some Better Than Bouillon chicken bouillon. It's only 15 calories for a teaspoon. So I put less than a teaspoon in a mug with some hot water and a lot of seasoning, which has no calories, and make it kind of spicy with some ginger and garlic. And I drink that about 5 o'clock, and it really comforts me and keeps my hunger under control. I drink some like herbal tea and some water, and then I don't even feel that hungry until the next day. So 3 pounds, that's significant for me. It's really hard for me to lose weight. So I'm hoping to lose actually I would really like to lose another 50 pounds. That would make my total weight loss near 100 pounds over 5 years. Slow but steady, like the turtle. But I don't know. Maybe that might be a little bit too slender for me. That was my ideal weight when I was in high school. So I might be happy with like a 30-pound loss. We'll see. I'm hoping to do like, maybe 4 pounds a month or so. So we'll see what happens. My son gets out of prison in January, and we're going to be studying the Bible together. I got mine in the mail, and he's getting the same version as I have. So maybe I'll have a goal also of losing maybe 30 pounds by the time he gets out of jail, because I don't want to be like emaciated or anything. Still want to be healthy, still want to be strong. I don't just want to be skinny. But anyway, I am babbling, so obviously I'm lonely. I have no one to talk to. My 2-year-old is brilliant. She's fun, but I haven't had much real conversation in a long time. I'm okay though. Hope you're okay. Hope that this pandemic stuff isn't stressing you out. It's not just the pandemic that stresses people out. It's the reaction, the social reaction to government control and to misinformation and to fear of the unknown. A lot of controversy and a lot of conspiracy theories flying about. You don't know what to believe anymore. So I keep an open mind. I like to hear all sides, but I'm still on the side of caution and face masks in public. It doesn't hurt anything. And when a vaccine comes out, that's going to be a little scary, but we'll see what happens with that. If I do get sick, I'll let them give me medicine. But the only thing that's bothering me now are my allergies. So, anyway, I've talked enough for one day. You're probably sick of hearing me. Oh, I have this new thing on my blog. It says, buy me a cup of coffee. That seems kind of cheesy, but I follow this site, End COVID Live. This wonderful 17-year-old boy, Avi Schiffman, who lives near Seattle. He does this live data blog about the pandemic. He's been doing it since the beginning. It updates every few minutes, shows stats for every single country in the whole world, and breaks it down by states in the United States. It's wonderful. And he is not getting paid for it. He has that button on his. So I bought him a couple cups of coffee, and I'm not in it to make money or anything, but I pretty much have been blogging for my own sanity and because I wanted to lose weight and improve my life, socially, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, and it's working. It helps. But I just thought if anybody gets any joy from my blog and they want to buy me a cup of coffee, I like tea even better, but I like coffee too. And I'm unemployed right now. Well, except for my few students online. But yeah, no, I'm not begging for money or anything. Just I thought I'd explain that button. All you do is click on it and you can give me $3 for a cup of coffee through PayPal. But no pressure there. Anyway, I hope that everybody's having a wonderful day. It's now starting to rain again. I'm going to have to run back home. I should probably start bringing my umbrella, huh? Should start being more prepared. Anyway, have a wonderful day. Blessings. I'm praying for you. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you tomorrow. Zita, out.